This is Scott with Pratt and Associates Realty. I'm located out of Beaufort, Georgia, and I want to talk today about the current market situation in January of 2022. I have several buyer clients that I'm working with right now, and I have a couple of seller clients that I'm trying to procure at the moment. But I've noticed a big shift from the beginning of the month, and even in December of 2021 till today, and in the late middle part of January. The demand for housing has gone up more substantially than I have seen it even in 2020 and in 2021. And it's getting very hard for buyers to procure any kind of deals right now because as soon as you see a listing that they like, or as soon as they send you, hey, check this out for me, what do you think? You take a look at it and oh my goodness, there's literally 15 offers, ahead of you. It's kind of frustrating. So if you're an agent and you're trying to find a way to help your buyer out, trying to help them find that dream home, I'm going to throw out some ideas that I feel actually kind of work and can help you get your buyer under contract quicker, and them not having to just go through just this painful litany of searching through property after property after property after property just to get constantly denied. Number one, make sure you have a good lender. And the reason why I say that is sometimes a lender will tell you, oh, well, you're qualified for this much, and they're not really forthright with the down payment and such. You need to have your financials nailed down hard. Yeah, I mean, this is how much you can put down. This is how much you can put in closing costs, and this is how much, based on your tax records, based on your income. Tax records and income's all based together, but based on all these factors, we know without a doubt that this is what we think that you're qualified for. Number two is you need to, if you're like me, you're a well-established agent, you have agent contacts, a mile long. And I'm a broker myself, so I have agents in my own office that I can go to and say, hey, I've got this client. I want to help them out. Do you have anything in your inventory coming up? Why would a broker have clients still? Maybe he should be managing agents, not clients. I handle clients to teach myself. That's the reason why I do that. A lot of my agents have asked me that, and other people have asked me that. They said, why do you do that? And I said, well, if I'm not boots on the ground, just like you are, staying fresh, I'm not learning. So, and my agents, they're as busy enough as it is already with their own transactions. So we're all trying to collaborate and share deals together. If you are an agent in an office, if you're a broker in an office, do that. Reach out to even agents in your own office, because sometimes they have something that just happened yesterday, and they're like, oh, I got this great listing. What do I do with it? And you're nice, refreshing. Oh, someone in my office. We can actually kind of work this through the office. We might even kind of negotiate the deal down a bit. This is more attractive for the seller. And that's an easier way to get your buyer in there than otherwise. I'm also a member of a lot of real estate trade groups on Facebook, specifically like in Atlanta, north of Atlanta, all around the city. And I constantly go on there every couple of days, and I say, hey, I've got this client, they need this. Hey, I got this client, this other client, they need that. Hey, I've got this other client, they need this. What do you guys have? And at least you're getting some dialogue. You're getting people talking. You're getting your face out there as well, and getting brand recognition. And you're showing your buyer how diligent you are in trying to find something for them. Those are my suggestions. If you have another suggestion, put it in the comments. I want to make this video quick and short, just because you're probably looking through YouTube right now, like, what do I do? Like, what's the market doing right now? Like, how can I kind of counteract what the market's doing? Market's doing a lot of weird things. And, is it going to be like this next year? Maybe, maybe not. Last year we said it wouldn't be. The year before that we said it wouldn't be. So, things keep trending up. I mean, they eventually go down, right? But that's not necessarily how economics always works. Sometimes it does this motion and it goes down and it goes up and it goes all over the chart. So just to clear up some confusion for you, if you're just needing some quick down and dirty ways of trying to get your client in something as quick as possible, those three that I mentioned above, give them a try. And I'm already working on that now. Maybe the time frame may not work for your buyer. Let's say I got a buyer right now, and we looked in, we're looking at all these resales all over the city. And I reached out to one of my agents and said, do you happen to have anything coming in an inventory in this part of town? And they said, in fact, we do. It's a new construction, but it won't be ready until August. So have that back pocket listing for that buyer. If they still are getting turned down by all the resales in the city, Well, now I've got that backdoor listing that's going to be new construction, so that might actually be a positive thing. They have some leasing constraints. They don't really want to be a holdover tenant, so I'll see what I can do with them. I'm not supposed to give out too much client information, but I like using examples. Sometimes I might embellish for storytelling purposes, but I'm trying to give you hints and suggestions and ideas. As long as you're out there, and unfortunately, as an agent, every single day you've got to be working hard. You've got to be online pressing. Go into like your MLS, look on the days on the market, and try to filter out all the other properties on the market. It's like put 0 days. Like this thing just went live today, and then you're the first person calling. Well, you might be like the 10th person calling if that's the case. Sometimes you got to refresh that page. Keep putting in 0, refresh, 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 and something all of a sudden you see this green little active bloop and a map somewhere that you weren't looking before. Now you got something you can give to your buyer and say, hey, if we don't get in there before they do, or before the other competition does, we may lose out on this one. I never advise sight unseen offers, but I tell them, I said, in this market, if you think it's necessary, you do what you need to do. But you also have to go through your purchase and sell contract and go through those lines like sight unseen offers. The GAR forms 2022, I'm a Georgia realtor, so GAR, Georgia Association of Realtors, they do have a sight unseen offer, or not a contingency, but a line in there. It does hold the buyer more accountable, so it's kind of risky for the buyer. But make sure to educate your buyer. Hey, put in a due diligence. Make sure we can get out there ASAP, not a week, 2 weeks, a month from now. That you've got to get out there as soon as possible if they accepted your offer. So that might be a strategy you might have to utilize. But other than that, if there's any other kind of things that y'all can think of, put them in the comments below and let me see what y'all's thoughts are. But it's a wild ride. 2022 is going to be a wild ride, but we're all in this together. We're all agents and realtors working together. We're not trying to take a dollar for somebody else. We're trying to help build each other up. And we're trying to help build our clients' lives up. And I truly believe that. So I appreciate you listening to my rant today. And I look forward to coming back on here and talking to more of you guys. Have a nice day.